what I'd like to see is giving all Albertans an opportunity to see a better return on their investments. Albertans are very proud of their province. It's very, very financially stable, and the goal here is to raise money through a capital bond and dedicate it to seniors' accommodation, meaning providing housing for those seniors that can no longer live in their own home. We know that we have about 300 or so seniors in acute care beds in Edmonton and in Calgary, and if we're to free up more acute care beds, we have to find a proper accommodation for our seniors. And then the other goal here is to ensure that the accommodation keeps the family unit together. So after 60 years of marriage, we don't want to separate the couple and say one goes to a lodge setting and the other one maybe to a long-term care facility. We would like to keep them together as a couple for the last remaining years. And the other is they're going to give us an opportunity to allow seniors to retire in the very same community that they helped build. Why would we want to separate them? That doesn't improve their quality of life. So those are the goals. Improve the opportunity for people to better return on investment in Alberta, and this will be interest paid to Albertans. And secondly, build many more spaces for our seniors so they can retire in the very same community they helped build. We have considerable amount of dollars invested in infrastructure for other public infrastructure, but this is undoubtedly a pressure point. We're hearing from Albertans, please improve your waiting times in emergency by freeing up more acute care beds. So this will not only make our healthcare system more accessible, reduce the waiting times, but it will give a much better, improved quality of life for our seniors, because they won't be in a hospital, because a hospital is not a home. They're going to be in a accommodation, a home that best reflects their needs in their retirement years. We will be making public when the bonds will be issued, and it's up to every Albertan to look at rate of return and compare it to what other investments they have. But I do know that I'm buoyed by the opportunity to be able to work with Albertans. We heard very clearly from Albertans that we'd like to see an opportunity to invest in our own province, and this gives all Albertans that opportunity. It may in the future. We'll see how our economy recovers. We're investing almost double per capita in public infrastructure than any other province in Canada. So we are catching up with a lot of infrastructure. But on the other hand, just this last census, we've seen 91,000 new Albertans. So will be always that continued pressure on finding more spaces, whether it's in a classroom, in a hospital, or for our seniors.